Welcome to this Comet replay on Halluf. It's an ace tanker match, and the Comet in this case is played by SMR from F15. The Comet is a really nice medium tank. I like it particularly a lot because it's my third highest scoring tank, for me at least. Second one is the SB1C, which I really like as well. But the Comet is a really solid medium tank with really nice gun depression, okay speed, nice turret armor, and it's basically a nice all-rounder. Especially for a tier 7 tank, it's really powerful when used well. And using the Comet well entails using the 12 degrees of gun depression and the relatively good turret armor, which SMR is starting to do here now. There's a T-34-85 over there, but he doesn't seem to be poking out, so SMR is focusing on the left a little bit. But the T-34-85 shows up, and now we can see that SMR has not got 6th Sense on his commander, unfortunately. The T-34 is putting some really effective fire into SMR, and SMR is a little bit careful to poke out, trying to use his turret armor. But so far the T-34 has done 2 damaging shots to him, while he has only returned 1. And I must say though, out of all play in this battle, I think the engagement with this guy needlessly costs him a lot of health, and it's a bit sloppy. It's not really SMR's fault, but I would have engaged him differently, to be honest. I would have moved myself out of this situation where even the 12 degrees of gun depression isn't enough to successfully engage them. But so far he's putting some really effective fire into this A4. Is it the A43? No, A44. But he's taking a lot of damage. As you can see, 4 hits by that T-34-85 so far. 5 hits. And now it's just a matter of who gets off the finishing shot. And luckily it's SMR, but he did lose pretty much all his HP in engaging that guy, which in most situations gets you into trouble, because you don't really want to use your HP as a resource this early on in the battle. It's much better to try and preserve it for later on, when you need to actually use it to finish off enemies. But on the other hand, it pays off in this match, so I shouldn't really complain about it. So now SMR is moving around to get this KV-1, and he kills him. So far 3 kills, 1700 damage and 3000 WN8, which is really nice. It's already a pretty solid match. But there's more work to be done, so back up the hill, back to see if we can get that T-34 up there. The T-34 pushes forward and gets surprised by SMR. I guess he thought SMR had left that flank, so SMR uses this opportunity to kill the T-34 and then spots the T-29 on the minimap. So there's a T-29, tries to track the T-29 by shooting in the back road wheel, and manages that on the second shot. So now it's just a matter of keeping that T-29 pinned while staying safe from his gun. T-29 casually turned his turret towards SMR and then gave up again. So yeah, not really good play by him. And he's losing a lot of HP very fast, and there's the SU-152 as well. SMR dings 1 final shot off the engine deck of the T-29 and then goes to engage the SU-152. And now SMR is down to premium ammo. The standard penetration on the Comet is not that great for a tier 7. It's workable with the gun depression, but lots of people spam only gold in this tank because they think the penetration is not enough. It is if you do your positioning well and you don't try to engage super heavy tanks frontally. But in this case, AP shells would have done the job. And now there's this arty, which obviously can shoot over this minute ridge. So SMR takes some more damage, but manages to get the arty killed. So up to 3,600 damage and nearly 10,000 WN8 already, and 6 kills. And now it's time to move to the other flank, because all the other enemy tanks were spotted over there. Now, this is a slightly dangerous move to do, running across the field with the Panzer on the hill there, because that thing has got really good view range. So you don't really want to stand in the middle of the field like this, but I guess SMR has no choice. He has to close the distance toward this KV-85 as soon as possible. And this shot misses. Normally the Comet gun is pretty accurate, but unfortunately that one didn't hit. And now it's time to move up again. KV-85 retreated, and there's the Panzer. SMR manages to take him out with a really nice shot, and that brings the enemy team down to 1 tank. So let's see if we can get that one as well. Apart from the Ace Tanker badge, SMR managed to get the High Caliber and the Top Gun this match, which are really nice medals as well. Normally you have a really easy time getting Confederate with this tank as well. And the enemy SU-152 is congratulating SMR on his play. SMR is being careful here, but the KV-85 is on the other side. So trying to get a casual shot, but it's not needed because the KV-85 is taken out. So there we go. Really nice match in the Comet played by SMR. Again, Ace Tanker badge, High Caliber and Top Gun, as well as 7 kills, nearly 4,000 damage and more than 10,000 WN8. Hope you enjoyed the replay. If you did, please rate it and possibly subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.